and you're getting busier and busier and busier, how are you going to handle the growth that you have in your business?
I need to hire more outside agents. I need more agents. I actually cannot handle the business I have right now. It's there's stuff falling through the cracks.
You heard it there, folks. I can't handle all the business I have. Now, this is pretty much what I suggested to you would happen, Jason, when you first met. What I would say to an audience of realtors that are they're talking to me for the very first time. Maybe you're listening to me right now on the Craig Proctor Real Estate Show for the very first time. The first problem I solve for real estate agents is I want you to create an abundance of business. Okay, the reason I want to show you how to inexpensively and automatically create an abundance of business is you're going to start to think and operate differently. Okay, first of all, if it's just you, you'd be able to pick and choose the best buyers and sellers to work with. You know, if you really have too many buyers and sellers coming at you, you wouldn't have to work with everybody. You've got the luxury of choice. I'm going to repeat this again. This is how you get rich selling real estate. Some buyers are better than other buyers. Some sellers are better than other sellers. Wouldn't it be great if you just had too much coming at you, too many buyers and sellers, and you had the luxury of choice? What would you do? Well, obviously you'd do what Jason did. You're not going to mess around with the C leads or the D leads. You're going to mess around with the most motivated, most sincere, most ready to act buyers and sellers. But even still, at some point, even though you're sifting and sorting, qualifying the leads and working with the best of the best yourself, you can't even go out on all the appointments.
No.
So why would another real estate agent in your marketplace, why would they want to, so-called give up their independence, and come and partner up with you? Why would they want to do that?
Because their life will change, because I can provide them with actual clients, not leads, people that are ready to buy, ready to list, and they can choose their schedule. If they don't want to work at night because they're taking their son to soccer, we won't put them on the schedule, and they don't have to go on an appointment then. We'll go to the next person, but they can choose, and they'll have a very good, fulfilling business and have their life back.
Okay, so I want everyone to listen up to this. And if some of you are in Jason's marketplace, if you're in Kingston, Ontario, you want to reach out to him and at least have a conversation about how to partner up with him in some capacity. In other words, if you're excited about this, you don't need to call Craig Proctor. If you're in Jason's area, just call Jason, because everything that you want to do in real estate, Jason's doing right now. But basically, this is what your life would look like if you were part of a Craig Proctor team. And really, I wrote a book a couple years ago. It's called The Death of the Traditional Real Estate Agent and the Rise of the Super Profitable Sales Team. Did everybody hear that? The Death of the Traditional Real Estate Agent and the Rise of the Super Profitable Sales Team. That was written a number of years ago. It's on Amazon. But my prediction back then, which is, coming completely true, is it's going to be very difficult for the solo agent to survive. That you're either going to create your own super profitable sales team, or you're going to work at somebody else's. And there's nothing wrong with either one of those choices. If you were, let's say that you were to work with Jason on his team. Let's first of all talk about what you would never have to do again. First of all, because Jason pays for all the marketing and advertising, and he's an expert at it, because I've made him an expert at it. You don't have to mess around with where the business is coming from. You don't have to spend a penny of your money on advertising or marketing. In fact, if you're an outside sales agent, you wouldn't even get leads. The leads would go to the inside sales agents. The inside sales agents would call all the leads, qualify them, determine their motivation and timing, and the best of the best buyers and sellers are booked for appointments. You would be booked for these appointments, as Jason said, at your convenience. You would be able to adjust your day timer. If you want to take Saturdays off or Thursday evenings off, that's fine. We have other agents on the team to give the appointments to. So you can have a life, you can set your own schedule. You have zero marketing costs. You don't have to, make cold calls, door knock. You don't have to do all that stuff you don't like. Instead, here's what you do. You simply go to the preset listing and buyer appointments that Jason's team has set up for you. You just show up and Jason coaches you up on the presentation. So he basically gives you the Craig Proctor listing presentation and buyer presentation. First, I coached Jason up on how to be an awesome listing presenter and have an awesome listing buyer presentation. And now, because he's really good at it, he can teach you how to do it. So he spends a fair amount of time with the team with one focus in mind, how you can make more money. The more money you make, the more money Jason makes. Now, here's the crazy thing about it. So you go out to the appointment, you do the exact presentation that you're given, and when the listing is signed, and we'll help you get, full commission, get a, like a 6-month listing. We'll show you how to do it all, get it priced right. When the listing is signed, you don't have to run around doing all the normal stuff. You don't have to, get keys cut. You don't have to take pictures of the house. You don't have to install the lockbox. You don't have to make the feature sheets. You don't have to broker load. All that is done by Jason's admin team. All you have to do is go to the next appointment and go to the next appointment.
We even do the CMA for you. We do
even
all
do the CMA, right?
Okay.
So let's just say if your average commission was $20,000, that might be high depending on what market you're in.
Yeah.
But you're going to do some kind of split with Jason depending on your production. But you could literally make about $5,000 an hour. If you're in Jason's area, or you're in an area where I have a successful team leader, we can refer you and get you set up for at least a conversation. Now, if you're in Kingston, Ontario, you don't need to call me. I'm going to recommend that you reach out to Jason Clarke and have a conversation about partnering up with him in some capacity. Okay, you could be, maybe you want to be an inside sales agent where you make a salary and you get a commission and you're basically in the office calling the leads. That's a good position for some of you that want to work a set 40-hour work week. You want a guaranteed salary plus commission. Or maybe you're an outside sales agent that wants to make a couple $100,000 a year or more net in your pocket. And you don't want to mess around with all of this stuff you're messing around with right now that doesn't make you money. Let me repeat this again. You would do nothing except for going out on listing appointments and buyer appointments. That's it. Yeah. Everything else is taken off your plate. How much more money could you make if that was true for you? If you were literally, if all you did all day long was go from listing appointment to buyer appointment, and you didn't have to mess around with all the other stuff that you do all day long, you would not only make way more money, you would have a lot more time for your life. And by the way, if I can remind everyone, isn't that why we got into real estate in the first place? We wanted to make more money and we wanted to have more time in our life. Jason, what would be the best way for people to reach you if they want to speak to you?
Well, they can call me or text me direct right at the number at the top there, 613-985-7653, 985 sold. Or you just go right to the website, workwithjason.ca.
Jason, before we wrap this up, any final thoughts you'd like to share?
Just want to say that this system works, and all this marketing that I'm putting together on a daily basis is changing my life, and I want to change other people's lives. And a portion of all the money we make, we give to local charities, which is now in turn changing, my community's lives. And it's I'm grateful I found you guys. It's awesome.
Well, I'm glad you found us too, Jason. You've done a great job. What's your goal for next year?
Goal for next year? I want to help 200 families next year. 200
families. That's a great goal.
Yeah.
Well, look, I'm really glad you found us. I want to thank you so much for being with us today. Wonderful interview. I'm happy everybody gets to know you a little bit better here. Don't be shy about this. Reach out to Jason. You want to hear his story. It's inspiring, and you can do what he's doing, right? If you're in Kingston, Ontario, you know who this guy is. Pick up the call, give him a shout, have a conversation. That's where all good things start. So we're going to wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for watching this issue of the Craig Proctor Real Estate Show. And Jason, thanks again for doing this. Everyone have a great day.